Greetings, welcome back to this channel. We're connected with unconditional love for your message of highest wisdom and guidance, most pertinent to you at this time. Guys, we're doing something a little different today. We're going to start the reading by pulling our Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle card, and then we'll move into the tarot after. The card that comes out for you today is number 6, Bumblebee Jasper. Trust. Bumblebee Jasper's startling colors instill a new vibration. The stone stimulates new projects, bringing you the message that you must have honesty in your life. You are a divine being with immense inner riches, holding the bright, energizing light of the sun. You were born to carry out a specific task. Charismatic, you naturally attract people. You have inner strength and courageously go where others do not dare. Harvest your resources and put them to work to heal dis-ease. A moment of fertilization. You are being open to new possibilities. Remember that the bee is not aerodynamically designed to fly, but it does. Cut through doubt and uncertainty. Relax and focus. Clear sight is needed. Visualize your future. Love and good fortune rush toward you. Grasp opportunities. Be a leader, but avoid arrogance. Trust the universe. You overcome obstacles. Someone new lights up your life. Food intolerances and other allergies may underlie any physical discomfort you experience. Triumph over the impossible. So Bumblebee Jasper is the card that came out. And on the split, we have number 4, Chrysocolla, self-love. Tranquil and sustaining, Chrysocolla encourages you to remain serene and strong during change or challenge. Dissolving destructive emotional programming, it increases energy assimilation. You have infinite capacity for forgiveness. Love yourself. If you cannot accept yourself, you cannot give love or accept the love of others. To heal your emotional black hole, connect to the universal love that is inside you. It never runs out. You can then give love out to the world and receive it in a never-ending flow. Forgive yourself. Accept with equanimity what you cannot change. Let go of hurt and rectify situations that can be healed. Be magnanimous. Remain impartial and speak your own truth, but recognize when to keep silent. Magical rituals may keep you chained to the past. There may be past life trauma to heal around being a woman. Bitterness and self-doubt have no place in well-being. It is good to nourish your body with self-love and gentleness, loving and valuing yourself. And guys, very importantly, on the bottom of the deck, we have the underlying crystal, which is number 44, purpurite, the curse clearer. Extremely effective for psychic and aura protection, purpurite grounds high-frequency energy, harmonizing the physical body to the new vibration. It helps you to break away from self-destructive or self-limiting behavior, energizing the physical and mental bodies. It overcomes tiredness, apathy, and despondency. Old habits and patterns, including those inherited from ancestors, may keep you mired in the past. Subtle energetics of ancient curses or ill-wishing could be affecting you. These may be personal or passed down through the family line. You may be open to mental influence from others. Be open to new ways to heal. Protect yourself appropriately, but do not be overly defensive. Check out whether you have inadvertently offended anyone. If so, make reparation where possible. If not, send unconditional love and forgiveness without needing to know why or where. The past creates the present, but the past can be repaired and the present healed. Being a lineage breaker. So guys, we have a lot of messages in here today. And first I want to start with this underlying energy, the curse clearer energy, right? So let's pull tarot cards to see more into what Spirit is speaking about specifically in this reading today. So out underneath the purpurite energy, the curse clearer energy, we're getting an energy of 9 of Cups and 7 of Cups. It feels like there were many illusions that right now it feels as if there was they were not true, right? The Seven of Cups is talking about illusions that are born from emotions and the confusion of emotions with reality. It can speak of many things, but that's what it's speaking about today here. And with the Nine of Cups, we're seeing here that things actually in reality were much better than the illusion made them out to be. Things were much more pleasant than the paranoia led one to believe. And I feel that this energy is yours. With the High Priestess here, you know what this is about, right? This has to do with a specific situation or several specific situations, right? Because this Seven of Cups can kind of span across a lot of areas of your perception, right? So it could have to do with platonic situations, familial situations, professional situations, romantic situations. All in all, it's about this sense of you are an infinite being of love. And so you are able to align with infinite love. On the split, you even have the lovers, the emperor, and the fool, with the Nine of Wands and the Empress. This speaks of someone being nervous about taking a leap of faith towards something that is their ideal. It's a perfect, most beautiful reflection of their inner desires and their core soul, their path, everything. Now, for some of you, if you are the emperor and this empress is another individual, it could be that you are just feeling wary about approaching that individual in a romantic sense. And this person is someone that you're seeing as the lovers. You're seeing them as your soulmate, your partner. Now, if the Empress is not an individual, it could be a part of your life, a part of your path, right? Something that is so true to your heart and soul that it is a catalyst for you. It is very beautiful to you. And it's an inspiration to you. It feels like it's in alignment with you. It could be something you're creating, some some part of your reality, and you will intuitively know what it is. But you have been kind of back and forth about totally giving your all to it. This could be a business venture of yours that is totally in alignment with your soul's mission, right? Your soul's purpose. Taking this leap of faith is what we're seeing, that these illusions have been sort of creating resistance, right? The illusions create fear where only love truly exists for you. And so Spirit is just pointing that out, that whatever it is that you're wanting to move towards, wanting to dive fully into, but haven't fully given yourself to because of weariness, self-doubt, exhaustion, possibly even the energy of self-judgment, because of any of those things, wherever you're holding back on taking the leap towards something that you know is your beautiful match, your perfect match. This resistance has been influenced by those illusions. Those illusions that we're seeing with purpurite are likely to have been inherited from your ancestors or from some past part of your lineage, and which affect your ability to see clearly. And when we can't see clearly, our judgment is not the best, right? So there may be areas in our life, whether it's certain friendships or certain relationships, where we were looking at the situation using those old lenses, right? And then purpurite, the curse clearer, comes with the message of clearing out those illusions and being able to see things for what they are, and then repairing any damages that maybe have come from times when you may have been moving around with those lenses on. We can call them the cursed lenses, but really it's just an ancestral paradigm that has resulted in emotional confusion for you in this lifetime. And your intuition is just showing you that things, people, situations are much more pleasant than these illusions have led you to believe. Thus, a curse is being cleared. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups, just to seal that in, the Ten of Swords. So there may have been some things that occurred during this time where you felt like you were under the state of illusion and not sure what you were seeing in people, not sure what you were seeing in situations. Where, again, this Five of Cups has things sort of knocked over. So it feels again like that energy, the vision of moving around in the dark and kind of knocking things over. And you're looking at them now, feeling maybe some sadness, some regret, some guilt. The Ten of Swords is talking about putting an end to that, cutting out the sadness, cutting out the guilt, and just understanding that you needed everything to happen so that you know the truth versus the illusion. Everything has a reason. And we have the Tower here. So this is a massive realization for you. This is a realization where you're no longer letting your illusions about things, right? Or your emotional perception of things influence your pure clarity on them. And your pure clarity comes from your being a natural alignment with unconditional love, with the universe's love. Behind the Tower, we have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So there is personal joy that can come from healing and repairing things that can be healed and repaired, situations that can be healed and repaired. For some of you, these are romantic situations, and it will call for you walking away from a certain way of being where you might have avoided being deeply connected with people and having very stable connections with friends or partners. And there was so much anxiety that was rooted in it. There's so much that you're walking away from because of this kind of healing that's taking place before you. If this is a romantic situation from you, it's kind of lifting a weight off of this romantic situation. And it feels like it's also encouraging you to, in this romantic situation, to connect based more on feelings and love than on immediate and ungrounded attraction. So that's what it feels like. Releasing those illusions makes it so that you have no choice but to connect vulnerably, emotionally, in love. Very interesting. Now, looking at the crystal card that we got on the split of the deck, which was number 4, Chrysocolla, we remember that the Chrysocolla message was all about self-love and forgiveness, self-acceptance, gentleness, and filling up your internal cup using universal love. It feels like a lot of the reason that this card came out has to do with these illusions. These illusions, for a time, were an excuse to ignore or not see and avoid some of your feelings, which were insecurity, feelings of lack in some area, not being good enough. As you drop these illusions, it becomes plainly clear and obvious to you that there were parts of you that felt envious or jealous, that felt lost. All of these parts of you simply felt unloved and unaccepted. And so this Tower moment for you, this wake up call for you, has been a moment of really accepting and loving these parts of you to the point that they are healed, to the extent that they are at least healing, and you are clearing out any necessity for any convenient illusions that would have simply blocked you from embodying the highest, most loving truth, and from embodying the kind of success that you are really oriented to right now, directed towards with that Empress energy, whether it's success in a relationship or the success in some other area of your life, something that feels very in alignment with you, something that you want to take very good care of. You're dropping the illusions and cutting right to the truth, which is supercharging your movement towards success in those areas. And speaking of success, let's finally look into the crystal card that came out for the reading, which is Bumblebee Jasper, which is all about trust and seeing success, even in the most unexpected areas. And the card that comes out for Bumblebee Jasper is the Ace of Cups, guys. This is pure love and the purification of love. There's a great emotional renewal happening right now. This bird is flying into the cup with this, it looks like a wafer today, like a Catholic wafer. And it's kind of diving into the cup and it's spewing water out from all sides of the cup. And it just feels like the divine is christening you and replenishing you, renewing you. In the Catholic religion, the wafer, right, and the taking of the Sunday wafer is seen as a way of cleansing yourself from throughout the week. So it feels like this bird is diving in, dropping this wafer right into your heart, and it's cleansing you out since of like everything since the last time that it dove in and gave you a wafer. It's a funny way of saying it, but yeah. So on the split, what do we have? Well, the Four of Pentacles, the Star, and the Three of Swords. Oh, wow. It just felt like there was so much holding back, like you were holding on to your heart, holding on to your love, holding on to yourself, your energy. This could be even just the energy of expecting positive things from others, seeing the best in others. You were holding back for a while there in a lot of ways, possibly not in total and in general, but there were specific ways that you were holding back that had to do with those illusions. And it's because those illusions were so strong that you didn't want to let them go, and then there was some truth that you missed. You didn't want to put yourself at risk, in essence, right? And Spirit here is coming in with the Star, and there's another bird in the back tree. It looks like a long-billed bird, so it could be a stork. And stork, we know that has the symbolic significance of fertility and also receiving new gifts. So we have the stork in the background and we have the angel in the front that's pouring all this water, this energy of water. So there's a renewal going on. And the thing about the star is that it speaks of illumination. So while you were holding on to this pentacle, right, that Four of Pentacles energy, Spirit came in and illuminated something. And what was it? It was unmissable, right? That brought the Tower to you because it was the Three of Swords. It was your wounding. It was the trigger. It was the karma. It was the illusions. And it was those illusions that were keeping you trapped in a kind of pain. So you were holding on to the illusion, and the illusion was helping you hold on to pain. The pain was stopping you from accessing the Ten of Pentacles and the world. It was stopping you from experiencing a new cycle of abundance, of stability, longevity, and integrity. You're getting so clear now. You're allowing your mind to heal out of those illusions. This is not a pride battle for you. I'm seeing here that you genuinely wanted clarity and you're genuinely receiving it, and you're using the clarity to mend your mind and to allow your mind to transform into a mind that is more conducive to peace, to love, to your success, to your longevity, to love again. And this could be also like a romantic love, right? There's so much healing going on right now. This is definitely a massive step for you on your healing journey. I'm getting a strong sense of. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, Justice, and the Fool. So the energy underlying this emotional clearing and purification and renewal that's going on for you is, again, the Sun has this bird in front of it. I'm being very drawn to the birds today. So I'm also hearing bird song. So the birds sing for many reasons, of course, but we as humans often attribute their singing to like this celebratory energy and this playful, enjoying energy. So today the bird is also coming through as just spiritual beings who come in and lighten the load, who come in and are playful and bring wisdom. They can be messengers. So because you've been calling in your success and calling in clarity and healing, the universe has been really trying to bring you to this point and bring this point to you for a long time. So right now, you'll notice that your spirit team and the universe is kind of celebrating around you right now. This emotional healing is meant to restore happiness in you. And the universe and your spirit team really trusts that your happiness brings you balance, and that when you feel balance, You balance out the world naturally. You balance out the world by starting new little projects, new little ventures, by just going on your merry way, taking a simple walk. You bring balance more to the world. And in some cases, you kind of restore joy to people as well. Yeah, just by being you. Spirit is backing you right now, saying that as you decide your path and continue on your path, you will notice some frustration, possibly conflicts around you, internal turmoil. Spirit wants you to know that you have the strength to continue. You have the strength to reach the other side, to experience the success and recognition that is a match to what you have created. Even as you enter this joyful period and have this breath of clarity, there might still feel like moments where you've experienced doubt or frustration within yourself. Spirit is encouraging you to keep going. On the other side of it is something for you to gain. There will be even more for you to acknowledge regarding your value, regarding any illusions that had to do with telling you that you weren't good enough, or that you weren't beautiful enough, or that you were invisible, any sort of thing. There's more coming to contradict those illusions. So yeah. Wow. This is an interesting reading because in our typical readings, we start with the tarot, and it kind of gives me a stronger emotional sense of where you are, right? And how you're feeling. Starting with the oracle kind of makes me feel like we have an even more generalized picture of what's going on in the collective. I love this style of reading just in its own right. And I love the other style of reading. And I invite you to let me know in the comments how you feel about this style of reading versus the other. This has been an awesome reading. I'm so grateful for us having connected here today and for you giving me the opportunity to read these beautiful messages for you. I do pray that they've brought you peace, confirmation, and encouragement. I look forward to us connecting again in the next reading. So until then, take care of yourself and happy aligning.